Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title, today we're doing my foundation routine. I hope you enjoy the video and find it informative. Leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get to it. Okay, so I've already moisturized my face, but here I'm going to show you my primers. I use two primers. I use the e.l.f. Blemish Control Face Primer and the Ordinary High Adherence Silicone Primer. I started to recently apply my primer with a brush, and I think it's really good because it evenly spreads it all over, and yeah, I highly recommend that. Okay, so the Ordinary primer, I usually only put it in my T-zone because that's my oiliest area, but for this video I put it all over because recently I wore the e.l.f. one by itself and I don't think it held up that well, so I was just testing this to see how the two primers would work together, but I didn't actually leave home, so I would have to run this test again, to be honest. But yeah, I just blend out those two with the brush and we'll continue. Here I'm just fanning in the primers to basically get them to dry down so I can apply my foundation. Okay, so here the foundation I'm using is the Makeup Revolution Fast Base Stick Foundation in the shade F17, and to me this is my perfect match because it's not too red or too yellow. It's just wonderful. And as you can see, I was scraping the tube because I'm out of this one. I have two because I recently got a new one, but I didn't want to waste this, so you know, gotta get what you gotta get and you gotta do what you gotta do. But yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. Just applying this all over my face, getting ready for me to blend it out. Important note, guys, don't forget your neck. Always blend into your neck and your ears. So as you can see, I'm using a flat brush to just buff my foundation into my skin. I really like how this applies because it gets it even and it's transitioned into my neck, I guess, better. Anyways, then I go over it with a beauty blender to get rid of any streaks that may have been caused by the brush, because you know you don't want streaky foundation. So here I'm using my Kiss New York Professional Extreme Camouflage Cream Concealer, and that's just to highlight all the high points of my face, you know the drill. Under eyes, forehead, nose, cupid's bow, chin, all those places. Okay, so I like to use a beauty blender to basically buff this into my skin. Well, you can use it for your skin. And then I use my foundation brush to basically blend these two together so that they mesh perfectly. Okay, I'm using the W7 Banana Dreams Loose Powder to set all of my concealed areas / highlighted areas. I really like to do this because it makes sure that there's no creasing. Also, I like to do this all over my forehead because that's where I get the most slippage because I sweat a lot, so I make sure to pack this in. And on my nose as well because that's my oily area, as I said.
He just said he got ripped. You ain't had that what should be called PPS. And then you old as hell. That's traumatizing.
Anyways, guys, here I'm just setting all over my face in the highlighted areas with my baking powder. Okay, here I'm using my Makeup Revolution face powder to set all of the areas I did it with my baking powder. And here I'm using my Morphe powder to highlight my face. Not highlight, to contour my face. Oh my god. Yeah, basically just contouring. I don't know how else to describe it. Here I'm using it to define my nose. I'm not necessarily trying to snatch my nose. I'm just trying to make it not as 2D as it looked. Make it pop, sort of. You know? You get what I mean. If you end up doing this, just know a little bit goes a long way. You don't need to use too much, and always blend it out because you don't want any harsh lines. That is the complete opposite of what you want. So basically I'm taking the same brush that I used to set my face to just go over this to make sure that there are no harsh lines, as I said. Okay, here I'm taking my Ultimate Blush Light Contour palette to put some blush all over my face. I never used to like blush, but it's actually kind of nice. Here I'm taking my Morphe setting spray to just set all of this in place. And as you can see, I basically drench myself in setting spray because you can never have too much setting spray. Like what? Just to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. Okay, here I'm just fanning that in to make sure it dries. And then, as you'll see in 2 seconds, I'm gonna grab my beauty blender and I'm going to spray my beauty blender with some setting spray. And I learned this trick from like Alyssa, you know, Alyssa Ashley. And basically I'm just gonna go over my face with my setting spray, sprayed beauty blender, and set that in place. And this is just an extra step to make sure that your makeup does not go anywhere, especially living in a place like the Caribbean where it's hot and humid. Okay, I'm gonna go in with my same blush light and contour palette and highlight my face. I'm only gonna highlight my cheekbones and my cupid's bow because all of a highlighting is not for me anymore. I just don't do it. Also, I'm just gonna take my pinky finger and highlight the bridge of my nose because I like the way how it looks. To me, it looks a bit more natural than using a brush. Okay, here I'm going in with my LA Girl lip liner and vamp to outline my lips. And then I'm gonna go in with my Wet n Wild lipstick in Just Peachy, and I'm just gonna put that in the middle. And at first I was kind of confused, but I ended up liking it.
Should I put some gloss on this?
Okay, after that very crucial decision, I decided to pop some Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the middle of my lips just to make it pop a little bit more, and I ended up loving this lip combo. Anyways, guys, that was my foundation routine. I don't know if I'm putting in my eye look or not, but yeah. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was informative. I hope you enjoyed the voiceover. Anyways, I'll see y'all later. Oh, and these lashes that I got are from eBay. I think they're pretty nice. Anyways, later.